Will AI robots change everything by 2050? Imagine walking into a hospital in 2050 where 80% of surgeries happen without a human surgeon touching the patient. Or factories where robot swarms build products faster than ever imagined. This isn't science fiction, it's the inevitable future of AI robotics, and it's happening faster than you think. Right now, the AI robotics industry is exploding at nearly 30% growth per year. Over 1,400 companies and 69,000 professionals are building the future we'll live in. But here's what most people don't realize. We're about to hit 4 massive tipping points that will transform surgery, manufacturing, space exploration, and daily life forever. Let's start with the most mind-blowing transformation: healthcare. Today's surgical robots already reduce complications by 30% and cut surgery time by 25%. But here's where it gets crazy. By 2030, robots will perform entire surgical procedures with minimal human oversight. By 2040, AI systems will make real-time decisions during surgery, adapting to complications faster than any human could. And by 2050, we're looking at 80% of routine surgeries happening autonomously. This isn't just about efficiency, it's about saving millions of lives through perfect precision and eliminating human error. Imagine zero preventable surgical complications becoming the global standard. Today's factories are already seeing productivity gains, but by 2050, we're talking about 50% productivity increases. These robot swarms will reconfigure entire production lines in minutes, not hours. They'll predict their own maintenance needs and even teach each other new tasks. The result? Products manufactured faster, cheaper, and with zero defects. Mass customization will become as affordable as mass production. Now here's where things get exciting. Space exploration. By 2050, we'll have robot swarms on Mars that can build habitats, extract resources, and even repair themselves. Think about this. A team of robots land on Mars years before humans arrive. They build the entire infrastructure, solar farms, habitats, landing pads, all controlled from Earth with just voice commands. When something breaks, they don't wait for a supply mission. They manufacture replacement parts and fix themselves. This technology will make Mars colonization not just possible, but inevitable. We're talking about permanent human presence on another planet within our lifetime. But the biggest change might be in your own home. By 2050, AI assistants won't just answer questions, they'll be physical helpers that can cook, clean, care for elderly family members, and handle complex household tasks. This isn't about replacing human connection, it's about freeing us from mundane tasks and providing care where human caregivers aren't available. With aging populations worldwide, these robots will literally keep our society functioning. Imagine never worrying about your elderly parents being alone, because their AI companion can detect emergencies, provide medication reminders, and even offer emotional support. Here's the incredible part. All of these advances are happening simultaneously. The AI that learns to perform surgery will help robots build better factories. The swarm coordination technology from Mars missions will improve manufacturing efficiency. Everything is connected. The question isn't whether this future will happen, it's whether we'll be ready for it. The companies building these technologies today will shape the next 25 years of human civilization. Want to stay ahead of the curve? Subscribe for weekly deep dives into the technologies reshaping our world. And let me know in the comments which of these 4 revolutions excites you most: the surgical robots saving lives, the factory swarms boosting productivity, the Mars builders preparing our next home, or the AI companions transforming daily life?
everybody. I'm Sam Madden. I'm very pleased to have Ty Brady here from Amazon Robotics. So,
thanks, Sam.
We're just going to kind of learn a little bit about how AI and generative AI in particular is affecting the robotics industry. I think maybe we'll start off by just talking about like what's the state of robotics today, and then we can kind of transition into.
Yeah, I brought a little home video,
things.
If you like,
Yeah.
just to set some context, really about this application of physical AI systems, right? So it's kind of the mind and the body coming together.
Let's talk for a little bit about how generative AI has changed. I mean, you've alluded to you're using generative AI, and I can really imagine how, the vision models, for example, like you have these vision models that can look at a scene and understand where objects are. But can you talk a little bit about how generative AI has affected other aspects of robotics, like, these manipulation questions?
Yeah.
I mean, has generative AI had impact in other areas or planning? Those
I
areas
will say this. Like I said, I know you're all shocked because I said I was programming in the 70s and I look so young, so I get that. But I will say this. I'd say generative AI is probably the most impactful technology that I've witnessed, like throughout my whole robotics career. And I tend to think of it in three bins. I'll just throw this out there. I love being on campus. Again, it's great, so maybe I'll get my academic juices going again here. Please, no problem sets tonight, thanks. I really think of it in three categories. There is, I would say, kind of the collaborative AI, language-based, language in, language out. Help me summarize this document. Write for me prose that compares and contrasts these thoughts. Like that is language in, language out, and that really we all should be using those tools, right? It just makes our jobs easier, and we are, right? Then the next bucket that I put is kind of creative generative AI, and this means that the generative AI solution is giving us designers insight and maybe that we haven't had before. 10% efficiency in drive time. And 10% on
a lot of
these
dollars,
buildings are 3 million square feet, right? There's thousands and thousands of drive units is a really big deal. When we put this together, again, I want to just bring this back to what our customer and why this matters. You put these systems together. For example, we have our latest generation fulfillment center in Shreveport. It's 2,500 new jobs we put down there. We're seeing that we can process entire orders 25% faster throughout that building. We continue to hire, right? But we're also seeing productivity much more in human-machine interaction, more research there. In the hardware stack, I really think that we need a breakthrough in low-power embedded, maybe even neuromorphic computing, so that we can carry a little bit more on the edge from the hardware point of view. And also the system point of view, even if it's humanoids or if it's wheels or it's 4 legs or it's 1 leg or 6 or whatever, once you get to a spot, you then need to interact with something. So I really love the work that's being done, particularly on campus here in dexterous manipulation.